Hi guys, I know it's a little late. Valentine's Day is just a few days away, but I wanted to show you this look I put together, and it's relatively easy, and it's using some pinks and some cranberry shades. And I'm going to be doing this look on my other eye. I'm going to start with my Jane Iredale Pink Bliss palette, and I'm taking this white pink shade just with my shading brush. And I'm going to put this, I'll use a little mirror for you, all over, really packing the shadow on. And a little trick of mine, I'm going to bring this to create a really pretty look. A little more of the light part into the inner corner of my eye, like that. Next, I'm going to take this middle shade here. It's just another soft pink, a little bit darker, more purple to it than the first one. Just going to pat this on the outer third of the eye. Just make that pink color stand out a little more. Blend it in. Next, I'm going to take MAC's Cranberry Shadow here. And I'm going to take my Pure Minerals utility brush and dip it into that shadow. And this shadow is pigmented, so I don't need too much. And I'm just going to go in my crease, bringing it most of the way in my crease, really focusing it on the outer bit though, like this. And I'm going to bring it just a teeny bit up past the outer corner, just a little ways, like that. Next I'm going to take my Quoll, it's just a big fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to blend that, give that a blend. Just blend it up so it doesn't look too harsh. Next, I think I might have over blended a bit there. Taking a little bit more of that cranberry and just into the inner part of my eye, like that. Make these eyes look a little more even. Next I'm going to take a little bit of this darkest shade here. It's kind of a plummy brown tone. I'm just going to take a teeny bit of that, and I'm going to put this right here, right in the outer C shape of the eye, and just a little bit, and a little bit down like this, like that. And that's pretty much all you're going to do, except for my highlight, which I keep forgetting. So I'm going to take the same pale pink shade and just sweep this on the brow bone, like that. Next, that's pretty much all you're going to do for the eyeshadow on the upper lashes, and we're going to keep the lower lashes pretty simple. So next you're going to take your liquid eyeliner and draw yourself a cat eye, and you can skip the wing if you wish. I thought it adds kind of a flirty effect for Valentine's Day, so I'm just going to do that. And you can use brown or you can use black, doesn't really matter. I'm using a brownish black because I want a little more contrast than just brown, so you can do this a bit thicker than you normally would just for a special occasion. Like I said, I'm just getting used to doing my liquid liner on camera, and I don't do the outer wing very often, so it's a little bit new. And now I'm going to do my wing, and to do that I'm just going to follow the outer corner, draw a teeny weeny thin line up like that, then I'm going to connect it and fill in this outer part. If they don't match up quite enough, you can always tamper with the other one. Keep tampering with them until you get the desired effect. Next, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm not going to put any shadows on the lower lash line, but I am going to, for a kind of fresh effect, put some white in my waterline there. Now you really want to curl your lashes for a flirty Valentine's Day look, and that's what I did on the other side. If you can see, my lashes look a lot different. No, on this side I did heat my eyelash curler up a bit, and you can do that with a blow dryer. Just make sure it curls down enough before you put it to your skinnier lashes. And hold it for, just make sure you get enough of a curl in there. Now I'm going to use L'Oreal Double Extend, and it's one of my favorite curling mascaras that holds my curl there, and the white shade really helps kind of hold it there. Next I'm going to use some of the black, of course. And this little trick I learned, when you're doing the cat eye, you might want to take a step back, just because it's hard to see if they're even enough, and you might want to, instead of just looking straight in the mirror. I always find when I step back, I notice it's a little different. There's a little more here, a wing here. Ah. Yep, I'm human. Just rub that with a tissue. This is, I forgot to tell you, this is quite a wet eyeliner, so it's easy to smudge. And they look pretty, they look pretty even. Like that. And I'm going to do a little bit of black on the lower lashes. And in a previous video, I told you I don't like my Dior Shore mascara, I'm not too crazy about it, and I'm not for the price I paid for it, but it does have its play in my routine, and that's when I have something that gives a nice curl, or already holds my curl relatively nicely. I like to put a little bit of this on top just to give a thickening effect. And that's really. And one of my tricks, if you're doing a winged liner like this and you're worried about it looking even, just take almost no color. Not changing the color of my line at all. Just any eyeshadow. And dab it over it. It's just gonna soften it a bit. Make it easier to look less uneven. And like I said, this is a really wet consistency, so if you don't wait for it to dry like I didn't, it can smudge. And so for the rest of my face, I wanted that super pink look. I used my, I'll give you a link to this cosmetic brand below. It's a L'Oreal Naturals pink blush in Pretty in Pink. I just dusted that on my apples and my cheeks. I'm not using any bronzer because I wanted a real pink fleshy look today. And then I used my FYI Arbonne Sugar Coated powder, and I use a shimmery pink shade, a little bit of that over top. And on my lips I used a little bit of this pink lipstick. It's by Elizabeth Arden. I think it might be a limited edition, and it's in Starlight. And you can use any soft, shiny pink you want. This is the lightest pink I had. And then I used my NARS Turkish Delight gloss over that, and I wanted everything to be pretty pink for Valentine's Day, and that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll come back with another tutorial for you soon. Thank you.